Hi, my name's Brigid Garvin, and I'm a school psychologist at the Center for Children and Youth with Special Healthcare Needs here at St. Christopher's Hospital for Children. Today, I'm going to talk through a few ideas and strategies to hopefully help you help your child become more comfortable and familiar with wearing a mask. Wearing a mask and then keeping it on in public can be really difficult for any young child. But we know this is much more complicated for our children who have communication challenges or who experience developmental, behavioral, sensory, or learning differences. There's two really important things to remember when we introduce the idea of wearing a mask to our child. The first is that this is a process that happens in very small and specific steps that can be practiced regularly and can be accomplished over time. The next is that our child will be much more successful when we associate or pair each of these small steps with something they really enjoy, something that motivates them. So time spent watching a favorite video or time playing with a favorite toy are some examples. Some children will need just a little bit of motivation. For example, wearing a mask that has their favorite superhero or cartoon character. But other children will need a lot more. Other children might need to access that favorite toy or video after each time they accomplish each individual step. For a child that's having a really difficult time tolerating a mask on their face, we might start with just holding the mask in their hand for a few seconds at a time. After they can do that successfully the first time, they should have a chance to access that favorite toy or video or activity. The next step might be practicing touching the mask to different parts of the face. Same thing, that after they do that successfully, they can access that favorite toy or activity. Next, we might suggest that the child gets comfortable with each ear loop on each ear, eventually wearing the mask on their whole face, and then eventually tolerating the mask for longer periods of time. We might start with just 10 seconds, and then the opportunity to play with that toy or watch that video. And each time we practice, we might add on just a little bit of time, 10 more seconds until we are at 30 seconds, a minute, several minutes, and eventually a longer period of time. The most important is that every time a child makes even a small accomplishment or small bit of progress, that we're rewarding that, reinforcing that, and giving them the chance to access that really fun thing that they like. We also know that when we introduce this idea of wearing a mask, we want to do that in many different ways. So we can tell our child, using our words, using simple and concise language, all the steps to wearing a mask. But it's more effective if we also show them. So we can show them by modeling how to wear the mask ourselves. We can use pictures that we find on the internet, or even take our own pictures of our child or videos of them practicing each step wearing the mask. Children love seeing themselves in pictures and videos. Some parents have found it really helpful to use that video as a way to practice wearing a mask before they have to prepare to wear a mask in public. We also know that we can use specific visual strategies like first then boards. So here's an example of a first then board that tells the child what they need to do first before they can access something they like. Using visuals like this along with words is a really helpful way to effectively communicate expectations to our children who might otherwise have communication challenges. We know this is not an easy process, and we are here with you to answer any questions that you might have. Your St. Chris family wishes you the best of luck, and have a great day.